Welcome back to the channel. Good to be back again. As you saw in my last one, basically that was getting the engine back in the frame. Just a short video today. Basically today it's just looking over and planning the year ahead, what I actually want to achieve, where I want to be. Obviously, yeah, the main thing is obviously get this finished. So I will start actually working on the back end, getting the swing arm in, getting the shock in, getting it basically back up on wheels so it can be moved around. But plan for this year, yeah, obviously ultimately is get the Streetfighter finished. Second of all, I did mention in a few videos back that I managed to pick up an old Z650B1 1977. So that's going to be basically a total restoration. I want that back up to original. It's all being stripped down at the moment. The frame is further down the garage. The engine is underneath that cover. The engine's basically got to be broken down completely, and then I'll rebuild the engine from scratch. So that will be, I'll film that over several videos when that project actually comes around. Moving in hopefully to later on in the year. I did mention in the last video, unfortunately the volume was a bit bad, so I do apologise for the problems I've had with the cameras. My dream bike really has always been a Kawasaki Z1, but as many of you know, the prices of them today is extortionate. So I'd kind of like to do my own version of a Z1 hybrid. I'm on the lookout for a frame at the moment. I've seen a few frames over in the States. I've spoken to a few friends that have done a similar type thing. As I mentioned, Phil from Z Power had done a Z1 hybrid, basically using the same frame as what's in here, GPZ 1100. But that was a lot of modification on the frame. I really don't want to do that much. It could be that I base it around an old Z1000A with slight with slight frame modification. But I'll see how it goes. So that's an exciting project that, you know, I'm looking forward to. But that's further down the line. I hope everybody's enjoyed what I've been doing. It has been a big learning curve for me, and hopefully some of you can take what I've done and the mistakes I've made, well, I wouldn't actually call them mistakes, the things I've done basically, and hopefully hone it to your own skills and build your own bike. Yes, you can go down to a dealership, buy a £15,000 bike, but everyone's got one. It's actually nice to create something that it defines you. The thing I love about Street Fighters is basically there are no rules to street fighting. It's all personal preference. Some people might not like what I build because it's not their taste. That is the beauty of building your bike. It's yours. It's basically what you want to see and how you like to look a bike to be. As I say, yes, there's some very nice bikes in the dealerships, and yes, probably with the money I've spent, I could have just gone to a dealership, bought a brand new bike and walked out. But that takes the fun out of actually learning and actually building. As I say, there's several people on YouTube at the moment that are doing similar things, and again, they're basically learning as they go. They're doing things and then thinking that doesn't quite look right, and then they're changing things. I've noticed that people say, oh, I preferred it the way it was. Again, it's all down to personal taste and preference. You're building your bike. It's up to you what you do with it, whether people like it or not. So that's basically what I do. Yes, unfortunately I've had problems where I've had to change. Obviously, yes, I've had frame issues. So the build has kind of changed from my original view of where I want things to be. but at the end of the day, yes, the frame is slightly different, not that much different. Obviously the tank, as you can see, is a total different, but it does give me a fresh, different lines. So it's starting to spring more ideas into my head. Excuse the cold at the moment. I had flu over Christmas. But yeah, so I hope people, you know, like what I'm doing, or will join me on this basically journey. Where it goes, I really don't know at the moment. But that's all part of the fun. It's a fun journey to take, and it also teaches you. You're basically self-teaching, and you can talk to other people that have done exactly the same thing. I'm now in contact with quite a few different YouTubers that are basically doing. They're building bikes. They're machining their own parts. They're fabricating. Which is great. I mean, it's taught me a lot watching other people. As I say, so following the year, yes, I mean, after the Streetfighter, then we go to something totally different. A restoration project. It's something I've never really done, but in my personal thoughts, I really don't want to butcher or hack or mess around with a bike that I feel is a classic bike. The Z650 is basically the baby version of the Z1. It's a beautiful bike, and I'd like to put it back to how it should be. But then, as I said, the Z1, yes, I'd love a Z1, can't afford one. So I will then do my own version of a Z1, which is something I'm really looking forward to. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all your comments. You know, so I've had some really good tips and people giving me handy advice. So stay with me. As I say, there's more episodes coming. Thanks for watching. Cheers.